Welcome to the Anti-Hustle Business Podcast. I am your host, Shannon Whaley, and I'm here to help coaches, consultants, and service providers like you build profitable, sustainable online businesses without the hustle or the burnout that's so prevalent in the online space. I am here to show you that there is a totally different way to do business that doesn't leave you burnt the fuck out and hating your life. It's time to ditch the hustle culture and embrace a new way of doing business. So get ready to redefine success on your terms and build a thriving anti-hustle based business where you have more money, more naps, more travel, more freedom, more whatever the fuck you want in your life. So buckle up and let's dive in. Hey, welcome back to the Anti-Hustle Business Podcast. So today's podcast, I'm going to be talking about part mindset, part energetics, and we're going to talk about what it's like to start showing up as someone who's in demand, as someone who has the sold out program, the six-figure business, whatever you're striving for before it actually happens. So this is not coming from a place of ego, not from a fake it until you make it energy, but from really a deeply embodied self-trust, that visioning, and the massive shift in mindset that it takes to see yourself as that next level version of you. Because it's really easy to start spiraling every time you hear a no, if you're doing all of the things and the people aren't signing up and you're not getting the results that you want in the timeline that you've given yourself. If your leads aren't responding, if you feel like you're constantly trying to prove yourself in your content, if you're finding that you're launching maybe from panic instead of empowerment and just like a knowing and a trust that this is going to work out, this episode is exactly for you. So let's talk about what it's like to come from a place of booked out before it even happens, before your roster is full. So you can post daily, you can hire a VA, you can build out your sales funnel, but if you are doing this strategy, but you don't believe that you're hireable, that you're desirable, that you're in demand, that people can't wait to pay you, that they can't wait to work with you, what you're going to do is you're going to unconsciously sabotage the opportunities that are coming your way. And so what I've seen and how this has shown up for me and how I see it showing up for my clients is maybe like over explaining in your content, like over delivering in a way where you are feeling taken advantage of, apologizing for your prices, shrinking down when you're on sales calls, taking way too long to launch because you're scared that it won't sell, not being able to decide on a promotional event because it has to be just right, and you just keep spinning your wheels in that way. Taking the anti-hustle ethos way too far and calling it rest and anti-hustle, but it's actually you just like not fucking doing anything. I'm guilty of that. And needing constant validation to feel legit, like needing people to constantly be telling you instead of having that intrinsically coming from you and your confidence and inside. Because booked out energy isn't about what is happening on your calendar. It's about your presence. It's about your essence and your energy and how you're showing up. It's not, like I said, like it's not fake it until you make it. It's how are you stepping into this next level version of you? How are you showing up as that person now? This is the visioning work that I'm doing with all of my clients, and the work that we will do until you shut your business, which is what's your next level? Where are you now? Where do you want to be? And then how do you start to fill that gap? How do you start to show up as that person now before that's already happened? And it's about an inner knowing. So just having your mindset work and what you're doing being around people want to work with me. My people love me. My audience loves me. They can't wait to hire me. I'm so fucking good at what I do. My work changes lives. I'm ready to receive this level of money. I'm ready to receive this level of business. It's safe for me to have this level of business. So just really anchoring into that and calling that in. That energy moves differently. It sells differently. It's so much more magnetic. People are drawn to that. They can't fucking wait to be in your space and in your energy and around you and in your programs because you're moving at a different level. Like you're just vibrating at a different frequency. It sounds so stupid, but it's true. It's super woo, but it's true. Like that confidence. I mean, and this is like the same, oh, you're vibrating at a different energy. Like it's because you're showing up confident. It's like, who's that bitch? Like, I want to be, and not, oh God, like, who's that? Who does that bitch think she is? But it's like, who is that person? I want to be around them. I love their energy. I love that they believe in themselves so deeply that they're already seeing this done. That is what really sets successful business owners apart from the people who are constantly second guessing themselves. Oh, is this going to work out? You have to decide that it's going to work out and that you're here until it fucking works out. And that if things stop working out, you're still here. I'm in a phase of my business right now where like things aren't necessarily working the way that they were working a couple of years ago. I don't have an option. Like I've decided that I'm going to be in this business and I'm going to fucking figure it out. So I'm pivoting. I'm doing different things. I'm doing done for you services. I'm going through different trainings, right? Like I'm building new skill sets. And also, I'm still going to be successful. I'm going to be really fucking successful at this new iteration of my business. And I've decided, and it's going to happen because I said it's going to happen. You have to get into that booked out, sold out energy and see yourself there and having it already before you even have it. This is all manifestation stuff. Like you have to hold this business and what you want your life to look like. You have to hold that vision and let that be your North Star. Let that be what pulls you forward and moves you into that next level of all of the things. And if you're not doing that on a regular basis, if you're not journaling and if you're not doing somatic practices where you're dropping those beliefs into your body where you can feel it, then that's where you need to start, not working on your program. You have to, I mean, you can do it concurrently, whatever. But if this isn't part of your business practice, it needs to become part of your business practice. And if you're consistently working on strategy stuff and you're not doing any of this energetic stuff and you're not getting the results that you want, this is why. Because if you're not seeing what you want as possible, then why the fuck would the strategy work? Because your brain and your body are like, yeah, we're not on board. Sure, you can throw a bunch of strategy. You can do a bunch of Facebook Lives. You can do this. But if you don't think that this is going to work, if you don't think that you deserve it, if you don't think that it's inevitable, if you don't think that it's already on the way, that it is done and decided and that it's just a matter of time, if you don't believe all of that, then of course the strategy is not going to fucking work. Here's what I've seen shift for myself and for my clients when we get real on this embodiment piece. You stop chasing and you start leading. So no more breadcrumbing in the DMs, no more I'll drop the link if anyone's interested energy. You own what you do and how people can work with you. You show up like, of course I want the fucking link. Now we say, get into my DMs, drop a heart if you want this because of the fucking algorithm stuff. But it's not, of course they want that. Of course they're going to private message you. And if they don't on that post, it doesn't mean that nobody's interested. You're just building this momentum. Maybe it means nobody saw the post or it wasn't being pushed out in the algorithm or something else. But like it doesn't fold, like your business doesn't fold because nobody commented on that one fucking post. Another piece here is that you hold your pricing with confidence. You don't need to discount your worth. You believe that the transformation that you offer is worth every dollar. Now, you can do flash sales, you can do things like, because this feels fun, but you still hold your pricing with confidence. Maybe you're doing, December deals or Black Friday deals, or you do like at the end of the month, do like a push to get some income coming in and raise your monthly revenue. Fine. Great. But it doesn't mean that you're doing it because you're not confident in what you do. You can do all of these things and have two very different experiences. You can launch out of scarcity, or you can launch out of, this is the best fucking thing ever. You can panic sell, or you can, this feels fun to offer half off sessions, for example. So check what the energy is behind it. The next one here is your content shifts from, please like me, I hope that this is okay, I hope people like this, to, I know that this is fucking valuable. You stop performing and you start teaching, you're storytelling, you're leading, you are showing up as an authority. People can feel the difference. They can feel the confidence. They can see the confidence. If you're showing up on a consistent basis, if you're showing your face and you're doing lives and you're showing up in your stories and you're in their inbox, right? This builds that trust. And they can feel that. They can feel that difference. Another thing, a huge piece, is that you regulate yourself through the quiet seasons. What goes up must come down. When someone says no, if someone ghosts you, people unsubscribe, you don't crumble, you don't fall apart, you stay anchored, you stay open. You know that this will eventually end, right? If you're in a dip. And my whole thing, like, I'm in a huge dip right now, but my whole thing is, if I did that once, if I built a multiple six-figure business once, if I was at 20K months once, I can fucking do it again. I can replicate it. It's going to look different, but now I know that I have the skills to get there. And it's just a matter of time. And knowing how to hold yourself and regulate yourself through those slow seasons, through the dips. Because if you don't know how to do that, you're going to absolutely just fall apart. And then it's going to be that much harder to get back into your business, if you get back into your business, because you haven't done the somatic practices. You haven't incorporated the body, the safety in your body. And so, of course, all of that other stuff is going to fall apart. And the last piece here is that you make space before you're at capacity. You start acting like someone who has a full roster, who has full booked out programs, not in just like an arrogant, stuck up way, but in how you are protecting your time, protecting your energy, your bandwidth, how you're showing up, what you're saying yes to. You're really looking at your calendar and seeing forward what you need to do to take care of yourself so that you don't move into burnout, so that you don't move into hustle mode, because your business will rise to the level of your boundaries. It'll test you. So how do you cultivate this booked out energy? How do you do that? If this feels out of reach, if you're just like, this feels so far away, don't worry. This is a practice. It takes time. And we need people to remind us to get back on track. It's so easy to default to hustle. It's just how we are raised in corporate culture, burnout culture, toxic productivity. So much of our worth is attached to our work and our productivity. And so this takes a lot of time to undo. So I really want you to start thinking about this and seeing these as anchors, as ways to help you create this booked out energy. So the first one is regulation. So making sure that you're grounding your nervous system every day, reminding your body, I am safe to be seen. It's safe to be me. I am safe to run this business. It's safe for me to show up online. Now, some people do somatic practices. Some people do pleasure practices. Some people do. You have to figure out what works for you. Want to break free from the hustle and grind and build a successful business? I've helped thousands of clients and students leave their 9-to-5 jobs, travel the world, land their first clients, close 5-figure sales in the DMs, and grow their businesses to 6 and 7 figures. Want to know more? Visit antihustlebiz.com and transform your life and business the anti-hustle way. Okay, back to the show. And one thing that I've really been thinking about lately is that if you're like me and you are a survival of long-term abuse, childhood sexual abuse, some of the practices that you're seeing people ask you to do or encourage you to do online, they're not going to feel good, and it's not going to feel safe for you, like especially any sort of like pleasure practices for you to drop into your body in like a sensual way. If you don't feel safe, none of those are going to work, and they're going to feel fake, and it could actually trigger you or activate you. So my recommendation for you is let's find something that allows you to drop into your body and build out that safety. And for me, the way that looks is I'm an old raver and I love house music. And so if I can find a song that just fucking slaps and I can close my eyes and just get into the groove, I can drop so much deeper into my body and then start to think about the business that I want. And then I can think about all the clients that I want and this new iteration, and I can start to see. But when I'm doing practices that don't feel safe in my body, all I'm thinking about is how weird this fucking feels in my body. The point of these is to get you out of your head and into your body. But if the practice is keeping you in your fucking head, then it's not working. So my invitation for you is let's figure out. So whether you're an old raver, maybe there's another kind of dance or music. Also like Afro beats gets me. Like some of those beats are just like in your fucking soul. They're so good. Find whatever genre works for you and have some movement. This is the somatic work. This is the embodiment work. How can we drop these new thoughts, this new vision, these new beliefs into your body, get you out of your head and have it feel so good that it's in your body and not be thinking about how awkward this feels in your body? So that is what's been really on my mind lately. Let's find a good song. I can come into the Facebook group, reach out to me and ask me, like, if you want some house songs, I can send them to you. I created maybe I'll send... I could make a Spotify. I'm just thinking out loud. I could do like a Spotify playlist, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. That'll be fun. Okay. So the next one is celebration. So track and celebrate everything. Track this in your journaling. When you're bragging, brag in the Facebook group, every DM, everyone commenting, every post that you've put out, every yes, every whatever. Like you have to make all of them count. The fact that you even posted, the fact that you showed up, that you did who cares if it only got 3 views or 5 views or 10 views, right? You're still doing it. So you want to get into this energy of celebration because it will just attract more and invite more. And it's thank you, universe. Thank you, more, please. So being grateful, celebrating all of these things and all of the movement that's happening in your business. The next one is embodiment. So move like the version of you who's already booked out. What would they say? What would they stop tolerating? How would they show up? What would they talk about? How would they move in the world? How can you show up as that version of you? And again, like, it's not the fake it until you make it. It's just, this is how you elevate yourself. When I was first starting out, I'm like, how would six-figure Shannon show up? And she would wear the same Amazon shirt, the same shorts that she's had I have a pair of shorts that I think I've had, since 2013 when I moved to the Cayman Islands. 10-year-old shorts, 12-year-old shorts. She'd still wear that shit. But she would be so much more confident. She'd be unapologetic. Fuck you. Who cares? Like, they still fit. Of course I'm wearing them. It doesn't mean that you have to buy things to look or be a six-figure coach. It's how you would show up energetically. It has literally nothing to do with, so many people in this industry live beyond, and they're showy, right? It doesn't mean any of that. It's how would you energetically show up as a six-figure coach? How can you start showing up as that version of you now? And the last one of these is environment. Surrounding yourself with expanders, surrounding yourself with people who are doing what you want to do, who are already there, who are on their way, where you can feel inspired, where they're going to cheer you on instead of telling you that your dreams are crazy. Or they'll tell you your dreams are crazy and be like, fuck it. Yeah, go for it. That's amazing. And then you inspire them because your dreams are so off the wall. Hire a coach. Get in rooms where this level of business is normalized. Get in spaces where this level of income is normalized. I remember when I was first starting out and it was like, who am I going to talk to about making $10,000 a fucking month? That's insane amount of money for so many people. Not in the circles that I run in. And I did that on purpose. I need them to be making $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month, because then my 10K is like easy peasy. That's where you want to be. Those are the circles that you want to be in. Those are the people that you want to be around. We think differently. We move differently. We say yes to things that most people would not say yes to. We take risks, sometimes calculated, sometimes miscalculated, right? But we're willing to fuck it up. We'll figure it out. We'll pay off the credit card bill. We'll invest. You need to be around people who are doing things like this and operating the way that you want to be operating, so that you can see how they handle it, how their nervous system handles it. You can see how they're showing up, the decisions that they're making, how they're holding themselves. And you know what? You can see their fears. You can see how fucking scared they are behind the scenes. And then you watch them show up confident as fuck. That is one thing that has been super helpful for me to be in big shot masterminds, is to hear how scared people are to go big and to play a bigger game, and then watch them show up like they had a 100K launch and fucking nail it. Because what I learned in all of that is that this does not happen without fear. It does not happen without tears. It does not happen without panic. But it's how you hold yourself through it. It's the people that you hire to hold you through it, and to see you and witness you and see what you want is already done, and hold that vision for you while you fucking freak out. While you have your little meltdown, you're being a little crybaby bitch. But the people in your circle are holding your big vision. Your coach is holding your big vision, and you're allowed to have meltdowns. You're allowed to freak out. And like, it's encouraged. Don't bottle this stuff up. And then fucking get to work. And then show up as the person who had the 6-figure launch. Dust yourself off and get back up. This is about aligning with the version of you that already exists and calling them forward, seeing it as done, and then propelling yourself to that next level, having that version of you pull you into that next level. Okay, so if you want to keep anchoring into this energy, as I said, all of the episodes this season have a freebie. So make sure that if you have been listening to season 5, that you get the last couple of freebies. There's been a meditation, there's been some checklists, the scaling checklist. So this week I have the booked out energy embodiment practice. And this is an audio ritual and journaling sequence that's going to help you shift from scarcity to certainty, and then help you start showing up like the CEO your clients are already looking for. So you can download it from the link in the show notes. You can send me a message and tell me that you want the booked out energy embodiment practice. That's a lot of words. Just message me and say booked out. And I will say, I'm pivoting a little bit. I was moving into marketing magic. And one of the things that I teach my clients is what feels the easiest and like the lightest lift to launch. If you're trying to launch something and it feels like a heavy lift, do we need to pause and launch something else? And I decided that I'm going to move the Marketing Magic launch back and really focus on Anti-Hustle Business School. So if you have any questions, if you want to chat about business school, it's not just for people who are brand new in coaching. It's for people who want to clean things up, get really clear on their messaging, simplify their strategies. There are advanced coaches who have signed up for business school. There's brand new people out of coach training who have signed up for business school, and then everybody in between. And so in this round, what we're doing, it's 6 months. And what we're doing is there's coaching supervision. So I'm going to be adding in more supervision, which is perfect for you if you need CEUs. So that's something that's coming up where I'll be doing some group calls with like ICF mentoring and coaching. Mentor, coaching, and supervision for your continuing education units. And if you're an alumni, you get a discounted rate. So send me a message if you want to hop back in, but that's what we'll be focusing on for the next couple of months. So come talk to me in the group. Let me know how this episode landed for you, what you're taking away. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Anti-Hustle Business Podcast. I hope you found inspiration in the message and that you got some actionable next steps that you can implement right away in your business to start seeing results and moving the needle. Remember, you don't have to sacrifice your well-being or your mental health to achieve success. So prioritize your pleasure, play, and rest while you build your business around your life. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your feedback helps me reach more entrepreneurs like you who want to do business in a completely new way. For more resources and to connect with my community, please visit my website at antihustlebiz.com and follow me on Instagram at @TheShannonWhaley. Until next time, keep taking those strategic anti-hustle steps toward building the business and life that you love. Take care.